It's Fans Corner. Welcome to it, and thank you for making time for us. We are back in the Betway Premiership. We've just watched Kaizer Chiefs against Stellenbosch FC out at the FNB Stadium, and that game ending 2-1 in favor of Stellenbosch FC. After Kaizer Chiefs had taken the lead earlier on in the first half, Stellenbosch responded in the second half by scoring 2 goals and taking all 3 points all the way back to Stellenbosch, and leaving Kaizer Chiefs wounded just before the derby. Before we get into the game, if you haven't done so already, please make sure you subscribe to our channel. It's Off Air Podcasts on YouTube, and also check us out on socials. On Facebook, it's Fans Corner, and also on TikTok, it's also Fans Corner. Yes, I think this is one of the games. I think this season, this is probably one of the games that will hurt me more than some games. Not the most, but more than some games. Because I had already counted it. We are used now to Kaizer Chiefs scoring 1 goal, keeping a clean sheet, and collecting 3 points, and so we move. But today, we played a team that was not willing to lay down and take defeat. I think I'll attribute today's defeat to 1, complacency. We were quite complacent after leading. 2, not being able to, well, let me not say game management, but killing off a game. It's not in the DNA of the current Kaizer Chiefs side, because this is a game we had no reason to lose. Even a draw would not feel like a fair result for Kaizer Chiefs, especially after the first half that we had. I watched the first half and I thought to myself, we have absolutely no reason to drop points here. We have to collect maximum points. And for some time, it looked like we were going to collect maximum points. But unfortunately, I don't know. We invited this team back into the game. They were off. They were out of it. We should have killed off the game in the first half. We had the chances, missed chances, passes that should have been made and never made in the final third. Losing a battle in the middle of the park when we didn't have to, because, I mean, we were bossing that middle of the park, and suddenly we're starting to lose some serious balls right there in the middle of the park. You know what? That's why I'm saying this one is probably going to hurt me a little bit more than some of the games that I've watched Kaizer Chiefs play this season. One positive thing, the introduction of Ethan Chislett for the first time. We were not really familiar with his game. Especially, we did not know what it's going to look like when he dons the Kaizer Chiefs jersey. I was impressed with him, given that this is his first game of the season. 16 games into the season, this is his first game. But yeah, better late than sorry. But I liked what I saw with him. Yeah, it showed that he lacked game time. I'm pretty sure a fit and informed Chislett will be probably much stronger than the one that we saw today. But still, after what we saw, I think it shows signs of promises there. But unfortunately, it wasn't to be today. And this one is on the players. I don't think I can blame the coaches on this one. Yes, we can blame coaches at any time, but this one is actually on the players. And plus the offside that was called that should have not been an offside. I know we would probably say it was a tight one. I don't think it was a tight one. It looked to me that was onside. I think the ball was he was a little bit behind the ball when he was played. Yeah, but okay, decisions like that go against you. Sometimes they go for you. Next game, in another game, Chiefs will probably score an offside goal and it won't be disallowed, as we've seen already. This is not the first time we've been robbed of a goal, a legitimate goal. And we've also benefited from these kind of decisions. But still, we shouldn't be talking about things like this. Officiating should be at the better level than that. Especially at this era of football where there's technology all over the place and we're still struggling with decisions like that one. That was a poor one. I know we probably debated the whole week, but I think it was a poor one. Not only because I'm a Chiefs fan and I would have loved to get that goal given, but even if it was another team, I think I would have said the same thing. I don't know if someone can convince us that that was indeed an offside. But Kaizer Chiefs, I think we let ourselves down. Our players really let us down. We had absolutely no reason to lose the game. We should have killed off the game in the first half. There shouldn't have been a game to play in the second half in the first place. Second half, we should have had enough time We should have had enough time to kill off the game. I mean, to just relax and just play touches all over the place. I think there's something wrong here. Yeah. So yeah, I think going into the derby, I think we missed an opportunity. This is a missed opportunity. I think this is I think a game that I can. That's the best way to describe it. A missed opportunity. We could have gone to the derby with our head held high, with all the confidence in the world, having won a game and closer to both Mamelodi Sundowns and Orlando Pirates at the top of the table, going to the derby. And imagine you win this game, you go to the derby and get a result. You get even much closer. You put even more pressure on both Mamelodi Sundowns and Orlando Pirates. But now, I mean, we're too far off. We're way too far off. And my worry now is that if we drop points, I know we haven't really dropped a lot of points this season. It's been a decent season, but I'm saying this is a missed opportunity. It could have been an even better season if we won this game. My worry now is that we will probably, if we lose more points, we'll get to that point, that stage where we're playing for nothing, absolutely nothing. You probably don't see yourself getting into one of the continental spots, either number 2 or number 3. You probably are guaranteed top 8, but they're playing for nothing, and that's dangerous because when you play for nothing, I mean, anything can happen there. It will now be playing to prepare for next season, and that's really not something you want to watch, especially towards the end of the season. So yeah, that's a game that really, in as much as I enjoyed the first half, but we could have and we should have killed the game off. That's one of the things that Kaizer Chiefs, in terms of the mentality, the players don't have the right mentality. They've got the skills, they've got the talent, but the mentality, it's lacking. There's a lot of players you look in the field and you say, damn, if this boy could just change a little bit about his mentality, he'd be such a great player. Dupree, if he could only be a little bit composed, man, how many goals would he score? He'd probably score a lot of goals if he was a little bit more composed. Just a lot of players that you can pick out from the field and say, this player can change this and it could be a decent player. Stellenbosch, congratulations to them. Played like proper professional footballers as opposed to our players. They were completely out of the game in the first half, but they held on. They came back in the second half and they said, you know what, we are not out of the game. There's just only one goal in the game. We could go out there and turn it over. And guess what? They did exactly that away from home. The number of over 10 balls that they won, 10 over balls, they turned a lot of position in their favor. With Kaizer Chiefs misplaced passes, sometimes they were able to press just on time. They were able to intercept some serious passes from Kaizer Chiefs on time. If you look at the goals that they score, they were both mistakes. Well, balls that were lost soft from Kaizer Chiefs, soft losses. Chiefs lost the ball so soft in both goals. And you look at it, and both of the time I looked at the Chiefs players losing the ball, and I'm like, this could go terribly bad, and it went exactly that way. Here we are now, and we lost the game, unfortunately for us. But yeah, it is what it is. It's football. It's our first loss in a long time. But the problem is that we had a lot of draws in between. Had those draws been wins, I'm sure we'd be somewhere in a very, very good position right now. But we're not really expecting to be in a position this good by this time of the season. But we are still in a decent position compared to last year. Could have been a good, an even better result today. Stellenbosch used to be our whipping boys. We used to beat Stellenbosch. We knew whenever we're playing Stellenbosch, we're going to win the game. We're going to get the points if it's a cup competition. But now the tables have turned. Kevin Hunt is out there, is hunting us. He's the happiest man. He's smiling from ear to ear. Sundowns also won their game against Amazulu, which puts them in position 1 based on, I think, goal scored or goal difference. I'm not sure, I didn't check, but I saw that they were number 1. Same games played against Orlando Pirates. And the thing is, I said a lot about Sundowns in the previous game, even if it was a cup game. I said about them that they don't look as convincing as they've been looking, and it took them a while to get that goal. So I feel like there's going to be a lot of games like that for Sundowns, and some of them they might not necessarily be able to collect maximum points. Orlando Pirates on the other side, if they get over Kaizer Chiefs in this game, that could set them to another run of winning games, and it could be a good season for them. 13 games to go. It sounds like a lot, but it's not a lot. 3 games up from now, we'll be talking about less than 10 games to go. you know. So anything can happen there. So it's a 2-horse race. It's always been a 2-horse race. We had an opportunity to try and throw a cat amongst the pigeons today, but we didn't take that opportunity. And the opportunity was there. Otherwise, congratulations to Kevin Hunt. Congratulations to Stellenbosch FC. Tough luck for Kaizer Chiefs Amakosi. This has been Fans Corner. We meet again in the next one.